Hi students, today I am going to teach Unit 6 Optics. This is first unit of second volume. So in this unit, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of light. We are going to discuss about the characteristics of light. Okay, the full unit, we are going to discuss about the properties of light. Okay students, so in this unit we learn it in two different scientific aspects called ray optics and wave optics. Okay, so already you know that the light, it has dual nature. One is wave, the another one is ray. Okay, that is one is waveform, the another one is particle. Okay students, so like this, in this unit we are going to discuss about two different scientific aspects of light, is called ray optics and wave optics. The ray optics deals with the light that is represented as a ray traveling in a straight line. The geometrical construct gets the performance to understand the various characteristics of light. Okay, students, so already you know what is in the ray. Ray means it is traveling in a straight line. It is traveling in a straight line. So in this topic, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of the light of ray. Next one is in wave optics. We study about the phenomena associated with the propagation of light as a wave. In second part, we are going to discuss about the wave optics. In wave optics, we are going to discuss about the propagation of light. Propagation means light travel from one place to another place. When it is travel from one place to another place, it is behave as a wave. Same as it is behave as a ray. Ray means it is traveling in straight line. Wave means like this, you know that there is a two type of wave. One is a transverse waves and a longitudinal waves. Okay, so here the light, it is a transverse wave. The light is a transverse wave. Okay, so with the propagation of light as a wave, first let us learn the ray optics followed by the wave optics. Okay, first part of the lesson we are going to discuss about the ray optics, and then second part we are going to discuss about the wave optics. Okay students, so this is a small introduction for the 6th unit optics. Okay, ray optics. Light travel in a straight line in a medium. The light travel in a straight line in a medium. Light may deviate in its path only when it's encounter another medium. The light is travel from the one medium to another medium, it is deviated. Okay, otherwise here when the light is incident on the obstacle, it is incident on the obstacle, here it is deviated from the path. A ray of light gives information about only the direction of light. Okay, the ray of light means, you know, ray means it is traveling in a straight line. So the ray of light, it is gives information about only the direction. Right. From the ray of light, you can understand the direction of the light. It does not give any information about the other characteristics of the light, like intensity and color. Okay, by using this, the properties of the light, like it is it is traveling in a straight line. So by using this property, you can understand the direction of the light only. We cannot get the information about intensity of light and color of the light. However, a ray is a sensible representation of light in ray optics. Okay, so the ray of light is one of the sensible representation. Sensible representation. Okay, students, the path of the light is called a ray of light, and a bundle of such rays is called beam of light. Okay, so what is the meaning for beam of light? Beam of light means it is one of the combination of ray of light. Ray means a light travel in a straight line, that is called ray. The bundle of ray is called beam of light. What is meant by beam of light? Beam of light means the bundle of rays is called beam of light. So in this chapter we can explain the phenomena of reflection, refraction, dispersion and scattering of light. So by using this the ray optics, we are going to discuss about the reflection of light, refraction of light, dispersion of light and scattering of light. How the light is reflected, how the light is refracted, how it is scattered in a medium, how it is dispersed from one medium to another medium. Okay, so the topic we are going to discuss in this unit. Next, reflection. So first property, reflection. The bouncing back of light into the same medium when it is encounter a reflecting surface is called reflection of light. What is the reflection? When the light is incident on the medium, this light is returned back to the same medium. It is returned back to the same medium. The bouncing back of light is called reflection of light. What is the meaning for reflection? The bouncing back of light into the same medium when it encounter a reflecting surface is called reflection of light. In Tamil, it is called as Edurolippu. Okay. So here, how the light is reflected means the polished surfaces can reflect the light. Already you know that. Okay. When the light is incident on the mirror, the sun rays incident on the mirror means here the light is reflected. Okay. Like this here, the light is incident on the polished surfaces, it can reflect the light. Mirrors which are silver coated at the back can reflect almost 90% of light falling on them. Okay. So already I explained to you the mirror, it's coated with the silver, is coated with the silver at the back side. It can reflect almost 90% of light falling on them. Okay students, the angle of incidence I and the angle of reflection R are measured with respect to the normal drawn to the surface at the point of incident of light. So to measure the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection, there is given one diagram. So here this is a mirror, this is a normal of the mirror. The light incident on the point, we need to draw the normal of the plane at which point the light is incident. Here you can draw the normal of the plane means the angle between the normal and the incident ray is called angle of incident. The angle between the normal of the plane and the reflected ray is called angle of reflection. So this is a procedure to measure the angle of incident and the angle of reflection. According to the law of reflection, the incident ray, reflected ray and normal to the reflecting surface all are coplanar. What is the meaning for all are coplanar? All are lie in the same plane. All are lie in the same plane. Okay students, what is that? First law, incident ray, reflected ray and the normal of the plane all are lie in the same plane. All are lie in the same plane. This is a first point for the law of reflection. Second point, the angle of incident I is equal to angle of reflection R. Okay, so always the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection, that is I is equal to R. Okay, these are the laws of reflection. The law of reflection is valid at each point for any reflecting surface, whether the surface is plane or curved. If the reflecting surface is flat, then the incident parallel rays after the reflection come out the parallel as per the law of reflection. Okay, as per the law of reflection, if the incident plane is a flat surface, it has a flat surfaces means here if the incident ray is a parallel ray, if the incident rays are the parallel ray means the reflected ray is also parallel rays. Okay students, if the reflecting surface is irregular like this, if the reflecting surface is irregular means even the incident ray are parallel ray, even the incident rays are parallel rays, but the reflecting rays are not a parallel rays because it is incident on the irregular surface. Okay friends, if the reflecting surface is irregular, then the incident parallel rays after the reflection come out irregular. Come out irregular means it is not parallel to each other. Still, law of reflection is valid at every point of incident. It is shown in the figure. Next, angle of deviation due to the refraction. The angle between the incident ray and the deviated light ray is called angle of deviation. What is the meaning for angle of deviation? The angle between the incident ray and deviated ray. This is a deviated ray. So the angle between the incident ray and the deviated ray is called angle of deviation of the light ray. In reflection, it is calculated by simple geometry. It is shown in figure. The incident ray is AO. AO is the incident ray. AO. It is the incident ray. The reflected ray is OB. OB is the reflected ray. The undeviated ray is called OC. The OC is one of the undeviated ray. So it is a extension of the incident ray. That is, which is a continuation of the incident ray. The angle between OB, the angle between OB and OC is called, the angle between the OB and OC is called angle of deviation, that is noted by letter D. From the figure, it's written as, what is the values of the D? D is equal to 180 degree minus 2i. 180 degree minus 2i. From the law of reflection already you know the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. You know that the OC is one of the continuation of the OA. So totally it has angle is 180 degree. We need to neglect these values only here, that is I plus R. Already you know that the I is equal to R, so we can write the D is equal to, totally it has a values is 180 degree minus I plus R. I plus R means it is equal to 2I, so we can write D is equal to 180 degree minus 2I. So D is equal to 180 degree minus 2I. This is the angle of deviation. By geometry, the angle of AOX, the angle of AOX is equal to A. We take the AOX is taken as alpha. Sorry students, that is alpha. The angle of AOX is noted by letter alpha. Next, the angle of BOY, it is also equal to these values, that is also noted by letter alpha. So these are the same. So the angle of deviation, why these are the same means already you know the angle of incidence I is equal to R means the remaining values is also equal to these remaining values. So only we can take this alpha is also equal to this alpha. So the angle of deviation D, the angle of deviation D, it can be written as 2 alpha. Can be written as 2 alpha. That is also mentioned in this diagram. So from the Y, that OC, it has a values, it is also equal to alpha. So totally we can write the D is equal to 2 alpha. Okay students, thank you.